Today I'm going to start with the topic of how to represent zeros of a polynomial graphically. So we have already read about the graphs. We have read about the Cartesian coordinate system in the graph specifically. So now let's see. Consider a polynomial p of x is equal to 2x 2x plus 4. So now there's a catch here, that this is a polynomial, but this is a linear polynomial. As we have seen, for a linear polynomial or any polynomial denoted by p of x, we can find the zero simply by finding the value of x such that this whole equation becomes zero. So how we will find that? We have to solve the simple linear equation 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to minus 2. So at x is equal to minus 2, the polynomial will be 0. That is that at p of minus 2 is equal to 0. So now to represent it in the graph, consider y is equal to p of x. So if y is equal to p of x, then that implies that y is equal to 2x plus 4. So we have to plot this linear polynomial on the graph. So let's see how we will plot this. So simply if I take an example, generally for a linear polynomial, only 2 points are sufficient to plot the graph, since it is a straight line. It turns out to be a straight line. So linear polynomials are of special interest because since it gives us a straight line, you will study in higher classes. So x is equal to, we will take the point when x is 0 and y is 0. So if when x is 0, when x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 4. That implies if x is 0, then y is 4. Similarly, when y is 0, when y equal to 0, that is, then x is equal to minus 2, as we have found out here. X is equal to minus 2, y is 0, x is minus 2. So how we will plot this graph? So as we have seen that in a Cartesian coordinate system, there are two axes x and y. We can represent it in a two-dimensional plane. And similarly, x is equal to 1, 2, 3. We can label it. So let's see how we'll plot this. When x is 0, then y is 4. That point implies that the point will represent as 0 comma 4, and this point minus 2 comma 0. So 0 comma 4, x is 0. So on the y, that point lies on the y axis, and that is at y is equal to 4. So this is the point. And similarly minus 2 comma 0. So this is y is 0, so this lies on the x axis, and this is minus 2. So these, we have to join a line connecting these two. So this is a line, this is a graph of this linear polynomial 2x plus 4. So now how we will find the 0? As you can very clearly see, we have already computed the 0 as x equal to minus 2. But you can see from the graph that this line touches the x-axis at x equal to minus 2, this point. So now you would have been got a basic idea that how we will see the zeros. So now I will give one more example to make it more clear with respect to linear polynomial. So now if I take a polynomial p of x is equal to x minus 3, it's a simple polynomial again. So now how I will find the 0? Equate p of x equal to 0 and find the value of x. X minus 3 is equal to 0, so x equal to 3 is a 0. So now if I plot this graph, this function in the graph x comma y, when x is 0, this is represented as y is equal to x minus 3. When x is 0, y is equal to, when x equal to 0, then y very clearly it is minus 3. So similarly, when y is 0, x is equal to 3. So if I plot this now, so it is 3 comma 0 and 0 comma minus 3, 0 comma minus 3. So if I plot this, 3 comma 0 lies on the only x-axis. Similarly, 0 comma minus 3 lies only on the y-axis. So if I join this line, so this is the plot. To make it clear, let me even take that graph also. That graph, it is 0 comma 4 and minus 2 comma 0. That was a previous example. This is y is equal to 2x plus 4, and this is y is equal to uh, x minus 3. So these are two linear graphs. So now again you can very clearly see that this graph intersects x-axis at x equal to 3, and we have found out that x is equal to 3 is also 0 of the polynomial. So I will conclude this video by saying that uh, the 0 of a polynomial is a point where the graph of the polynomial intersects the x-axis. So that value of x at which this graph intersects, when we draw it graphically, the graph intersects the x-axis at a point where that is called as a 0. Thank you.